What's up, guys? Not much. Another comparison video between nice and cheap. Yeah, so I guess I kind of just wanted to get this video out just to help a couple people out, because a lot of people want to know, should I run this manifold? Should I run this manifold? What are my pros and cons? What am I getting? You know, and that's kind of what this video is going to go over, just to help you out if you're looking at turbo in your car, or you're thinking about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's thinking about turbo in their car at one point because it goes fast as hell. So why not boost it? So I guess let's start off here. We have a nice custom made manifold here. This fits, you know, all your heater core lines go through there, fits your AC lines at the top, T3 twin gate, custom made, good to go. Over here we have our, oh, and then we even have two authentic 44 tile wastegates, top and bottom, both breathing good, poured it out. That's what you want. Now, over here we have our eBay wastegate and our eBay log. Budget, very cheap, does what it does. This is probably 10 times the cost. So a lot of people are trying to figure out, you know, because realistically, these are kind of your only two options. They have some cheaper Sidewinders. I've seen those out there. They have a lot of boost creep issues, so that's another problem. But your nicer ones, they don't boost creep. You're good to go, you know, run out the box. This right here, so your cheap one. Let's start cheap. We'll work our way up to that. Let's start cheap. Okay, so log manifold fits all most K series cars. Fits, does the job, robust, reliable, fits the price. That's most importantly. Probably not gonna have a lot of lag with this. It can creep once you push it to an certain extent, but realistically, starting out, this will fit. It is what it is. It works. It does the job, and it does it pretty damn well. You know, a lot of people tend to run away from the logs. They go, oh, logs, crap manifold. Who would buy that? Da, 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 da. You know, actually not. I mean, logs they're functional. They work. They'll get the job done. They'll make the power. I mean, realistically, with this right here, you probably are limited to about 550. That's kind of your cutoff with this. I mean, I've done 500 on logs. It will do it, you know. Don't sleep on it. Some people, you know, some people have this nice stuff over here and they're only running 400 horsepower. Don't sleep on this guy over here. He could be making 5, you know. Depends on your horsepower levels. You know, this can get the job done for a lot of people, because most people, you know, realistically, they're not dumping $1,000 into the motor. They're not building it. You know, they're not doing sleeve blocks and all this crazy stuff. So realistically, K-Series motor, it'll do 500 all day. Stock blocks, stock everything. That'll cover you all your needs. It will do it. This though, now, you know, that's that. This is more for the, you know, the I gotta pop my hood. I want it to look good. I'm going for big numbers. This will do it. You know, this is not gonna look the best, but it works. It's functional. It's, you know, I like functional things. This right here, it looks great. It's gonna draw all the girls in, you know. It is what it is. You know, that you're gonna pop your hood, they're gonna be like, wow, that guy's got it going on. You know, it looks good. It, you know, it even sounds cool too. You know, it's got all the stuff to it. It'll make good power. But at the same time, it depends on the price. If you're willing to pay a lot more for this, I think it's something to get, you know. This, you know, realistically with the Sidewinder, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, horsepower wise, this thing will make 1200. You know, if you got the right motor, you got the right turbo on here, it'll do well over 1,000. You know, if that's really what you're looking for. With this right here, you're not going to get to 1,000 with this. But then again, if you got the money for 1,000, you probably got the money for that. So that's kind of your power zone wise. I would say reliability now. That's something else to look at. reliability is really going to depend on who made this. I've seen some cheap ones crack. I've seen some cheap ones have boost creep issues. But you know, your log manifold, it is what it is. It's not going to have, you know, I'm honest with you. I've never seen a cast manifold crack on these. Cast ones can crack, but then again, how many miles did you have on it? You know, I mean, like, oh, I put 100,000 miles on my cast manifold and I finally had a problem with it at 150,000 miles. It developed a crack. Whoop-dee, you know. I don't even know anybody that has 150,000 miles on these cast ones. These ones, if they're not welded the best, I've seen these crack in, you know, 5, 6, 8,000 miles. I've seen them crack, you know. So, and that just depends on the welder. Who's the welder? Do the welder good? You know, do they back purge it, etc. Those are something to look at. So I would just say this. It really depends on your power zone, what you're going for. You know, reliability wise, it depends on either or. But power wise, this is limited. This isn't. And then I guess, you know, lastly is the looks. You know, once again, I already said it. This looks better than this. But at the same time, function wise, it's both going to work. They're both going to get the job done. Another thing, the last thing I would probably say is turbo size, you know, but that's obviously a given because, you know, this, you can put a big turbo on this thing. So that's why you can get more power out of it, where this, you're kind of limited in space on what turbo you can run. You can get a big turbo. I mean, I've seen people throw like GT35 size turbos on a log, and, you know, you can do 500s run GT35 all day. So it can make a good amount of power, but you're limited, you know. So let's say if you're starting off your build, I'm gonna say if you're looking at 300, 400 horsepower from the hit, and then you might want to cut it up later to 500, you know, you're never gonna build your motor, you know, because like once you get past 500, that's when you're talking transmission builds, motor builds, you know, dog boxes, straight cut gears. That's for the big ballers, you know. But if you know your budget, you know you're limited, that might be my choice, because you can come out of the hole, you know, almost, I mean, I'm gonna say like 10 times less the price of this, you know, and then you can come out, make 350, you know, get yourself used to boost, see how you like it. And then, you know, hey, next summer, cut the boost up to 500. This is still gonna do good. Stock motor, everything, stock transmission, no problems. The only way I'd recommend this is if you said, hey man, I want to make 450, 500, and I want to cut it up in the future. Well, if you want to cut it up in the future, this might be your route, because realistically, you can't cut this up. Once you get to 500, you're kind of maxed out. Whereas this, you can grow with this. This is a grow kit. You can get a built motor later, or you can cut the boost up. You know, you can get a built transmission. You can make, you know, 400 today with this, cut it up to 500 later, cut it up to 600, 700, 800. You can cut it up later and get what you need to get out of it, you know? But yeah, I'd say that kind of sums it up as far as like manifold choices, what you kind of got to look for between, you know, something nice and more of the lower end cost. So yeah. All right, guys. You see any more videos you need? This was a suggestion. So video comes. If you know anything else you want to see, let me know. We'll pump them out. Later.